Hey everybody, it's Bevin. I'm here with the Lesbian Tea Basket, my web series where I rate and review teas and reclaim tea parties for lesbians. I'm joined today by Emma Dilemma, traveling femme. You might want to speak up just a little, just so you know, because the microphone's really far away.
Okay, we'll do.
So we're in my kitchen. Emma and I were having tea together, and I thought, what better time to record a Lesbian Tea Basket episode than having tea with Emma. Emma, what kind of tea are you enjoying?
I'm drinking PG Tips.
PG Tips. And Emma prefers it sweetened with coconut milk and honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I am drinking my Allergy tea blend, which is what I'm going to rate today, which is, it's Nettles, Goldenrod, Rooibus, and Lavender. And I also threw in a little bit of rose petals, like literal rose petals, in case you can see it there. It's left over in a wax paper cup from Mishfest, which I recorded my last episode of the Lesbian Tea Basket, and I had rose petals in that tea for emotional health. And my friend VA gave me a bunch to take home with me in a wax cup. So I just like to toss them in with my loose tea now, you know, to take care of my emotional health whenever that's, you know, appropriate or whatever. So how are you liking the PG Tips, Emma?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's my favorite kind of tea.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good black tea. It's my favorite black tea, too. I reviewed it on an episode a long time ago. Yeah. I really love my Allergy tea, I have to say.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It was, the nettle and goldenrod were prescribed by my accupuncturist when I was going to acupuncture during my allergy season, which I have really intense allergies in the spring and then a resurgence in the fall, but not as bad. I don't know what I'm allergic to. I don't have that kind of money to find out.
Trust.
I don't care what it is. I just know it happens. Let's be honest. So, you know, I like to drink things that are helpful to me, warm the spirit and soul, and also, you know, do good things for my sinuses. Emma and I are drinking out of the chalkboard mugs that I have from my friend Mackenzie's store. I asked Emma what their intention was for the upcoming time or whatever, and Emma's like, I don't really know that I have an intention, other than wanting to play the drums. It says drums good.
Drums good.
Mm-hmm. And that's because Emma.
I don't have any real direction right now, except the only reason I'm really like coming to settle back in New York City is because I really want to become excellent at the drums. So that's really my main drive right now.
And you can rent drums, right? From Willie Mae Girls Rock Camp?
Yeah, Willie Mae Rock Camp for Girls. If you volunteer there, you get some awesome deals. Like you can rent gear for super cheap, and we're also getting some rehearsal time 1 night a week for my soon-to-be band.
I love it. Which band is that, Emma?
Hot Dogs.
Hot Dogs.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. We're Hot Dogs. That's my band name. So, but I have a lot of side projects.
It's true. We're in a side project together.
Yeah.
We were roommates at the Femme Conference, which created a lot of hysterical things for us, including our band, Disparate Libidos, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Didn't we decide it was going to be like an electro-pop band?
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Watch out for our new single.
That's true. Our new single, Stop Singing That Song You Wrote About Me. And then another single is Why Haven't You Written a Song About Me?
It's a very self-involved band.
You know. Another one is probably going to be This Song Is Not About You.
Yeah. It's important to cover all our bases.
It really is. I mean, everybody has a lot of feelings, and ambivalence is a feeling. You know?
Sure.
Cheers. I don't like you enough to write a song about you. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
What is your intention?
My intention is book published because I am writing my memoir.
Mm-hmm.
And I have many memoirs in the queue, but the one that I'm working on now, I'm over halfway done with the first draft and looking forward. Thank you. Looking forward to being done with the first draft probably by the end of October is a realistic goal. And then after that, I'm going to work on the second draft where I choreograph my sentences and paragraphs. And then I'm going to aggressively work to get it published. So if you out there want to publish a memoir by me, talk to me. Or if you know a literary agent or something, you know. So, Emma, I'm really in love with your life right now because you say it as, quote, I have no direction, but you really do. You got laid off of your job, right?
I volunteered for a layoff.
You volunteered for a layoff, so you chose...
empowered.
Yeah, because you chose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you chose a layoff so that you could have the benefit of unemployment and new directions in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you have chosen to get out of a lease, so you're no longer just subleasing your apartment. You're just home free.
Home free.
Which some people call homeless. But I thought it was much more appropriate to your attitude as home free.
The ways in which the Capricorn and the Aquarius are different.
Totally different. Home full. Home free. But that's great. And I'm excited for your life. So you were at Ida for a while, and then for a while you were living on an illegal houseboat, and
which
then...
we don't love to talk about.
It's just somewhere. You don't have to say where it is. Yeah. It's just there isn't... I mean, you have to acknowledge, it's sort of like how on True Blood they had that, like, weird fairy nightclub that was, like, in the middle of a field. Like, nobody knows where the fairy nightclub is. They just know that it is. Right? There is a houseboat somewhere in New York City that people live on. Allegedly. But nobody knows where it is.
It's our artist studio?
It's an artist studio, exactly. And with some cats.
Of varying numbers.
Varying numbers. Sometimes there are kittens. A cat snuck onto this boat and gave birth. It's pretty amazing. Now more queers in the world have cats. Which I like to say, it is our duty as queers to adopt 2 cats for every queer. That's what we do for the general population.
To alleviate the stress of cats on straight people?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah. 1 cat. So Emma's next stop is New Orleans.
Well, I'm going to Boston first.
Oh, Boston first for Honk.
For the Honk Festival. It's a festival of radical brass bands. So I'm going with the Brewed Mechanical Orchestra. Yeah, and then I'm going to New Orleans the week after.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows where else?
Don't know. One-way ticket.
One-way ticket. I also love that you spent 6 weeks in the Bay.
I did.
Earlier this year after your voluntary layoff, and just sort of chose to really get ingrained in the life there. It was like you lived there.
Yeah, I mean, I think of it like I insinuated myself like a fucking cop into the scene. People actually called their friends in New York to ask about me because I was suddenly Emma everywhere. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I like left my job, and I had always wanted to travel to San Francisco, and I always felt limited because I didn't really know anybody there. I felt like the only homosexual on the planet who didn't have community in San Francisco.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so I realized that I just like wasn't going to have people there unless I went. So I just went.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I really love San Francisco, and I just booked a trip there for Thanksgiving for like a good chunk of time. It's sort of like a post-memoir visit, and my mom subsidized a little because she lives there, so she wanted me home for Thanksgiving. Thanks, Mom. But it was interesting because I like went to try to tag people on Facebook about me being there, and I was like, I can't. I don't even remember all the people I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just, I mean, I feel like there's this weird exodus from New York of Brooklyn people who like moved to San Francisco all at once. Like, there were literally 5 people I knew who were like in my close social circle who moved, and so I know a bunch of them, and then people because I grew up there, tons of people. I don't know, Girl Scout camp people, everyone. So, but I really love just chilling at Dolores Park.
Yeah,
Like,
it's nice.
You can find me in the playground. Because that's new. They built the playground.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are pretty upset about it.
I'm sure.
Of the sanitizing of Dolores Park.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But
so,
I don't think it's going to thwart any
homosexual mischief.
Or those drum circles.
Yeah. Well, I did hear that they arrested the cold beer, cold water guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, they are cracking down. The SFPD. So.
Wow. I don't do anything like that anymore. I just lay around.
I mean, yeah, totally. It's nice to lay around, but also, like...
It's nice to have a cold beer, cold water from a guy.
Yeah, and it, like, speaks to the changing character of the park, you know, that it's becoming more friendly to, like, wealthy white folks with children.
Yes, exactly.
And, like, be they homosexual or not.
Mm-hmm.
And less friendly to people who, like, need a place to sleep at night or, like, use that as a safe place to do their, I don't know, whatever deeds they need that aren't approved by general society. So
Exactly. General society.
the muggles.
The muggles. Emma, will you share with our Lesbian Tea Basket audience some tips and tricks on becoming more portable in your lifestyle?
Well, a really great trick is getting unemployment. That really helps. Aside from that, honestly, like, that unlocked a lot of doors for me, but I think what really helped me in San Francisco is, and beyond, is that I just started saying yes to everything. Like, people would ask me to go someplace, and I would just say yes, and I would show up, and they were honestly sort of surprised. But, like, I just didn't turn anything down, and that way I met a lot of people, and I unlocked a lot of opportunities, and, you know, found myself in, like, all these, like, wacky situations, like driving 5 rescue dogs across the country, or, like, you know, sailing on the bay, or just, like, all these, like, fun, like a U-Haul party at Tire Beach, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, literally dykes in a U-Haul on Tire Beach. That's great.
Who's going to have a party in a U-Haul?
Yeah. So, I mean, it just, like, I think as long as you're open to what the world has to offer, it will offer you totally weird shit to do.
That's true. What about staying fabulous without having a lot of luggage?
Well, one of my, like, key rituals is getting my nails done with a gel manicure.
Nice.
Because it stays nice for 3 weeks. Or more. I just got them redone yesterday, but the manicure before that I had in preparation for going to work hard, stay hard at IDA.
Did you break any nails?
I did not. They stayed perfect. 2 weeks of construction work in the woods.
Wow.
I know. Before I left, I went to a hardware store to pick up a couple things, and the guy there was like, "You're gonna do what with those? Like, you're gonna do work with those fancy nails?" And I was like, "Yes, bitch. They are not going anywhere." You know, like, they just, like, look perfect. So,
amazing.
Yeah. It also helps that my entire wardrobe is black, so everything is extremely mix and matchable. And aside from that, it's just being open to, like, whatever travel plans come my way. So, like, not trying to put pressure on it.
Amazing.
Carry what I can.
Carry what you can. And also, you use lipstick as a good accessory.
I do. I'm currently wearing lip tar. which like stays really nice. I had this working pouch on a belt for work hard, so that I could, wear slips or like lace bodysuits, for example, and do the construction work I needed to do. And in it, I had my Leatherman knife, a hanky, my pea style, which allowed me to pee standing up, and lip tar. Utilifem, really.
Practical glamour.
Practical glamour.
So I'm going to quickly rate this tea as 5 labri. I feel like it warms my soul and it warms my heart. I got to pick it out myself at the herb shoppy in Brooklyn, so it was 2 ounces for like $8 or something, and I got to tell them how much to put of what. Wow. And loose tea is way better than bagged tea because you get like bigger, fancier leaves, and it's fresher. And honestly, like I drink it almost every day, and I'm only just now down to like my last bit, so I'll be getting some more. How's your PG tips?
It's great, as always. It's the only tea I ever really own, so
it's great. When you're living a wandering lifestyle, it's good to know what kind of tea is your one go-to.
Yeah. Totally.
So cheers. Let's drink to our intentions while manifesting, gender-neutral festing. And thanks so much, Lesbian Tea Basketeers.